You're something else. Just know that. Let me share this stream out.
What?
Bring me out from being solo. I don't want to be solo, man. I don't want to stay solo. Keeping up with Irene is life. I see that. I see. I see. Okay. Can you hear the plane sound?
No, I can't hear the
Okay.
plane sound. No.
Okay. Okay. All right.
You see what shirt I'm wearing, right? The
Yes,
unveiling of the
Latinos.
Latinos.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out to
see
our
that.
Latino brother and sisters.
One love, people. One love. One love, amigos.
Let me turn the stream on the laptop. I got my pillow over here.
Okay.
My fresh little pillow that my baby had made.
Uh-huh.
The glare from the light hits it too much, but man, this pillow is so soft. It's nice. It's very nice. Hey, Veronica. What up,
Hey,
Veronica?
Veronica. Welcome to the stream. See how
Oh,
happy I am. Hey, Aerobic Brenda. Welcome to the stream.
hey, Rumby Brenda. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to
Welcome,
the stream.
welcome, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
What
We
up,
don't do that.
guys?
Hi. Hi. Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just typing something a little. Let me type this and bring people in from this side. Join the
Yeah,
conversation, guys.
Veronica. That was the pillow that Irene brought to Benin, right?
Yeah.
Benin. Yeah. She had that made, she had the mug made, and she had that she bought that green outfit that I had. Oh, Mama, did I
You-
tell you I got more of those headgear painting things today? I saw James pushing the cart away, and I was like, whoa, 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 don't take that away. I was like, hold on a second. I was like, do we have more of those ones with the woman with the headgear on? So let me look. And he's like, I'm sure we do. So I got 4 more. So we got a lot of those canvases.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna have some good stuff with that. We're gonna hang them up in our house. They're gonna look nice, very nice.
Yes. I like it also. Where
Let
did
me
I
turn
keep
this.
this remote? 1 second. Let me bring. I need this remote. 1 second.
Take all the time in the world, baby. I'll be here.
I'm back. I'm
That was
back.
quick, like you never
hmm
left.
Like I never left.
All
So,
right,
guys,
let me.
according to the topic today, it's a serious topic. We've been arguing anyway about the topic because
Mm-hmm.
this topic is wild, very wild.
It brings Irene. It brings Irene out of her comfort zone.
Yes, it does. You just like you nailed it to the wall. It brought me out of my comfort zone. Don't be lying. It's true. So, um, let's dive right into the video. Or should we still wait for some few minutes?
Thank you, Veronica. I love it too. It's nice and soft. And yes, the topic is definitely fire. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let me go up and do the original comments. All right, I'm done playing. I'm done playing. Okay.
Okay.
So, oh, I got a notification. Irene shared something on Threads. Share us out on Threads, girl. Share us out on Threads.
Yeah, it's on the it's
Thread.
on thread.
Let's sew it up a little bit. So let me turn the stream on my laptop with the sound off. We're just going to be doing a quick live today too. We were going to go live yesterday, which you should have my day off. I worked last night, so technically I've started one day already. But I feel okay right now. You know, when we get off stream, obviously I'll probably go to sleep. But um, you know, we had to go live. You know, I told Irene, I said, listen, you know, we've said in the past we're going to do this, we're going to do this. We need to start going on this channel
Welcome,
because
guys.
on her channel, obviously you guys see the content she puts out. This is her channel too, and she doesn't like show this channel as much love as she does to Keeping Up with the
Oh
Irene
my
channel,
goodness.
which is weird.
Hmm.
This one makes more money than the other channel, but it is what it is. Whatever.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So.
Anyways, this
Hmm.
one I show love to this channel so much. I do, but it's just that because of the distance, that's why it's looking like there are no videos coming up. But we will be doing live streams so that we could get more content in here, and then I'll be posting some shorts concerning interracial couple relationship. So you guys should wait up for that, which I'm going to
Hmm.
start adding to the channel. 7 million people in the house. We totally appreciate you guys for being here with us. So let's dive right down into today's live stream. Or what do you think? What do you think about this topic in short? This topic is fire. What do you think about this topic?
Well, um, hmm, how do I start this? Because when the stream goes off, I don't want to hear
Why
no
did you start
nonsense.
with
When the stream goes off, I don't want to hear no nonsense. Oh, you said this, you said this, you said this, you said this. Why'd you say that? Why'd you say that? So I'm going to be careful. I'm going to tread lightly here.
Okay.
I'm going to tread very lightly.
Okay.
But I could also be crazy and be like, listen, it's my channel too, and I'll say whatever the hell I
Is a
want.
crazy topic is fire, so drop it like it's hot. Drop it.
No, no. I mean, obviously, oral sex and foreplay is forbidden in a lot of religions. Irene and I looked this up, and it is. Sex before marriage. You know, this, you can go. The list goes on and on and on. But for me, I say if it feels good, it can't be that bad. Okay, that's how I'm going to start it off. If it feels good, it can't be that bad.
Okay.
So you hit us with something. Let me know your thoughts. Give us a little something, something.
Well, for the way I see the whole thing about oral sex and foreplay is I will place it on two sides. Number
Mm.
one, for me, I feel like if it's something you love, it's just like food. What you eat,
Oh
right?
yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
then and then if you consent to eating salad, you enjoy
Salad.
it. It,
Mm-hmm.
it's how do I put it? It's healthy for you. Go ahead and
Mm.
eat it because let's go down to the Bible. In the Bible, there is no place at all where oral sex is being talked about,
AJ
whether it's
Tucker,
a sin.
welcome.
Welcome, Jay Tucker. Whether it's a sin or
Mm-hmm.
not, there is no place described. The only place I would say is a little bit you want to see it around the Bible a little bit should be like let's say the Songs of Solomon, the book of the Songs of Solomon.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you can see a little because Solomon in the Bible, among all the men in the Bible, was the most promiscuous man in the Bible, King Solomon.
He
He
was
had
a
a lot
king
of wives
after
and
all. Yeah.
concubines
Yeah.
and side
Uh-huh.
chicks, and that
Mm-hmm.
is the Solomon of this time we have lots of Solomon this period in the world today. Now,
Mm-hmm.
since it's not there in the Bible, there is no actual part where they wrote it out. I would say something for me, my own belief is what I'm going to say. From my own
Mm-hmm.
belief, I would say for oral sex, you should do it with a committed partner.
Mm-hmm.
When I say committed partner, because you see, sex is spiritual also. That's what some people don't know. Sex is also spiritual. It is
Mm-hmm.
not a common thing. But the reason why some people fall out in relationship and then they go outside to cheat on their wives or on their girlfriends is because they don't know how deep sex is
Or
spiritually.
boyfriend or husband. Yes.
Yeah, because they don't know how deep it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see some women would leave their husbands or they will leave their partner, whoever they have, and then they go
Yeah.
outside to have sex.
Yeah.
You
Look at
know?
Veronica's comment. Let me interrupt you real quick.
Yeah.
Growing up Catholic, I was so scared, but I stopped letting that make me feel bad. Now, one of my best friends growing up, his family was very religious. His mother was my religion teacher when I was younger, also, right?
Okay.
They would go to church every Sunday. He didn't like to go to church. Like, in order for me to be able to sleep over his house, I would have to agree to go to church on Sundays, right?
Yeah.
But he never wanted to go, so he would always run out of the house Sunday mornings and have his stepfather chasing him around the neighborhood with the car looking for him. And I was always in the car with his stepfather because, so, um, but that's a good example. Like, he was rebellious against his religious upbringing and stuff like that. And but he always had preached, no sex before marriage. But,
Okay.
you know what? And he didn't have sex, say, as early as I did, right? But he ended up having sex before marriage. And
Oh.
this was somebody who preached growing up, no sex before marriage. So, I mean, they were
Mm-hmm.
very, like, the sister went to a religious college. She went to Magdalen College, and I think it's Virginia, but it's called Magdalen College. It's a Catholic college in the U.S.
Okay. They were
Um,
strong Catholics.
very
They were
strong.
strong
Yes,
Catholics.
yes, yes.
So that's what I'm talking about. For me, it has to be with someone that is committed,
Mhm,
and it has to be with a husband and a wife.
mhm.
Because I cannot just say one night stand and then I'm having oral sex with that person. No way. It's not possible.
Yeah, one night
Number
stand.
one,
Yeah, sure. Okay.
because the way this world is, people are crazy when it comes to relationships. Some people are not satisfied sexually in their relationship.
Uh-huh.
That makes them to go out there. And let me say something, okay? I once had a friend where there was a day we were talking about this oral sex thing. And then I asked her a question. I said, have you ever received head before? Has your husband giving you head before? And she was like, hmm. The day he did that thing to me, I went crazy. And I'm like,
Hmm.
hold on. Are you saying you guys don't practice it, or that was the first time? She said the first time ever he did it, she went crazy.
Do you know
You
the
know?
proper terms for it? I know you know the one. Do you know the proper terms for it? Not head. That's a slang. Head is slang. Just like a
Okay,
blowjob is slang. What are the proper terms? You know for a woman what the proper term is, right?
Corlingos or something.
Connilingus, yeah. Do you know what the
Yeah,
proper term for the man is?
I don't know. I can't remember the man, but I know the man owner also has a name.
It's fellatio.
Palacio. Okay. Wow.
Fellatio. Yeah.
Hmm. So
But you
she was like, "Oh, the day you gave that to me, I was going crazy, this."
hmm
And then I was just looking at her. If for me, I was like, I was like, well, she enjoyed it. And then
hmm
the husband stopped doing it. It was now a problem.
Wow.
He
Yeah,
stopped
once
doing
you
it,
start
and
you
it
can't
became
start. Yeah. hmm
and it became a problem. She started requesting for it. He didn't give. She started crying sometimes. She would get pissed off. Like she would swing emotional. She would just swing. Her emotions would swing within a twinkle of an eye. She's going mad because of that fact that is
hmm
not there. So I now asked her one as I was like, "What is wrong with you? Just explain to me what is going on. Why are you always crazy? What's going on?" And she
hmm
went, "He stopped doing it. I don't know why. Why would he stop? He brought it. I know the marriage has gone far, but he brought it. He should maintain it. He shouldn't stop. I asked him to continue. I refused." And then
Hmm.
I said, maybe there's something down there that's not healthy smell. Maybe there's a smell that's
Oh,
coming there and
Lord
it's
have
not
mercy.
healthy for him. Maybe
hmm
that is why. Because a lot of things push people out to do some kind of silly things. Instead of them to work with their partner and solve
hmm
issues, they will leave their partner and then go outside to mess up and come back home with nonsense. A lot of
Uh-huh.
things.
hmm
So, and I told her, I asked her, I said, you need to have a conversation with him. Because without this conversation, you wouldn't know what's going on. You wouldn't know why it stopped, why that cannot be maintained. You have to find out. And then she said, whatever. In short, I don't care. That drove that lady outside to go access somebody else.
Now, did she reciprocate, or was it a one-way street?
I don't know. I didn't ask her. I didn't ask too much. But that
Oh,
I know made her go outside to mess up in that relationship,
oh, I'm sure it would.
you know.
Absolutely. If
But it's
yeah.
something to talk about. I just felt
hmm
like they are not mature enough in the marriage.
hmm
That's what I feel like. because I told her, I said, you need to talk about it. Like, let him find out what is going on, because there are so many things that can cause
But for a
that
lot
thing
of
not to
guys,
continue.
I know, but for a lot of guys, it's embarrassing to tell a female why. You know, it's embarrassing. So
But if
trying
it's
to
your wife,
talk,
is it still embarrassing? It's your wife.
no matter what, it can still be embarrassing. Like somebody for me, I just spit things out. I say whatever the hell's on my mind. That's me.
But
But
that's
a lot of
because you find me as your guy, as your body, your dude. That's why.
you're
You know,
not my guy.
I'm
Hell
your guy,
no,
I'm
you're
your
not my
dude,
guy.
man.
No, you're my you're my top dog, but you ain't my guy. You ain't my dude. I'll tell you that
It
much. Cause
doesn't mean.
you don't look
But
like no dude. Okay, tell you that right now.
the thing is, she was so they are not mature enough to see each other like that. That
Mhm.
is why he was feeling embarrassed to see. For me, I feel like my partner is like my skin, my flesh, my my everything.
Mhm.
I shouldn't do anything out of his own consent. I should speak out sexually. There
Yeah.
are so many things as a couple you have to speak about.
Now, if there's an odor, like you brought up, if there's an odor, well, first off, I and my partner are always going to shower and then, you know, do something. We're not going to just get home from work and be all sweaty and just get into the bed. It
Yeah,
don't
that's
work
not
like that.
hygienic.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
So,
not hygienic.
yeah. So for me personally and my partner are going to be showered.
You're something else. Just know that I know what you're doing.
Oh my God. If anybody watches Irene's videos, you'll know what the hell I'm talking about. My partner needs me. Oh my goodness, he needs me. Man, I'm your damn husband. You're my wife. Don't play no damn games with me.
Okay,
Hmm.
guys. Sorry for the breaking transmission by Sean, because that was a breaking transmission anyway.
It was because of you. It was because of you.
It's a breaking
Okay?
transmission. Don't
My
mind that
partner.
distraction, anyways. So, talking about the oral sex thing, it has to
Yeah.
be a couple and
Mm-hmm.
a committed relationship.
Sure.
I explained to you when I said something about committed relationship. I said I explained to you what. Let me explain now on the live stream. There is
Please
this
do.
lady in Nigeria over here. She's now 64.
Okay.
She has been in a committed relationship for more than 40 years with a partner.
With their
So
partner.
they decided on their own not to get married because they
Okay.
believe if they got married, they would divorce and it will cost their friendship. So they didn't want to lose their friendship. Now they have two kids that have even given them grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how their relationship has been. They don't cheat on each other. They are very, very committed
Mm-hmm.
with each other. So that kind of relationship, and another thing I didn't tell you is that they are not living in the same house. He
Oh,
has his
you
own.
left that
He
one out.
lives,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
he lives differently, and she lives differently. So that relationship has showed that yes, things can work in a relationship. Commitment is key.
Yeah.
Commitment is key. After saying
They
I love you, commitment is another thing.
Yeah, but they're close. Even though they don't live in the same house. That would be like you living in the US, but
Hmm.
a couple states over. I would take that any day than being 3,700 miles
Yeah,
from you.
even
You know,
even
all
I would. I would take
all
that
day
any day,
long.
every
If
time.
I could just jump on a plane for like an hour and go see you, I would take that all day long. Instead, it's 7 hours, then 6 hours, with like ten
Sometimes even
hours in.
longer.
Oh yeah, it's way
Sometimes eight
longer.
hours.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
It's crazy. So, yeah.
So they have been committed and they have really showed that it is a good relationship is possible with commitment and show of kindness and
Mhm.
selflessness with each other. So it has to be in that kind of relationship to perform those kinds of acts.
Yeah.
Now, coming down to if you are a Muslim, the
Mhm.
Muslim kicks against oral sex.
Mhm.
They kick against it. Like as a Muslim, you cannot pee and use your right hand and all your private part. It's a sin.
Uh-huh. Hey, chicken noodle.
Welcome, chicken noodles. Welcome. It's a sin for them. So they
Mm-hmm.
don't believe in oral sex. So they believe that the mouth you use in praying, the hand you use in counting your Quran, you shouldn't use that mouth to do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry guys, people are commenting on my on the on this stream I shared on thread. People are commenting on that and talking about the oral sex thing there.
Well, tell them to
So
come over here. We're over here. Tell them to join this chat, not that chat. You know. Um, just like we could say this, like people who there's people who will do oral sex but not kiss their partner right afterwards. You know what I'm
what?
saying? Yeah. You
Are
know.
you serious?
Of course. There's people that'll say, "Oh my God, well I just had my mouth on your you know what. Now I'm not going to kiss you on the mouth when we're having actual sex." You get that too. You know, there's all kinds of different types when it comes to stuff they're doing. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to put my own 2 cents in on the subject because I can't. But um, yeah, there's so many variations that you can go with foreplay and oral sex. So many.
Wow. Like,
So
well, what is the use of having oral sex and still not kissing the partner?
I don't know because I guess they feel like they just went down on you, you went down on them, and they're going to be kissing their own thing. I don't know. People are just crazy like that. So
Oh, she said, chicken noodle soup said, oh, I said chicken noodle. Satan chicken roasted Jesus soup said, um,
what's up, Jeff?
I,
How are you?
she says, title of stream makes it seem appropriate though. Really? Oh my goodness. Southwest Jeff, how are you doing? The
Yeah.
thing is, for me, it has to be somebody I'm committed to. That's it. And then, as I was talking about the Muslim religion, they don't believe in it. They see it as a sin. It's totally a sin. It's an
Mhm.
haram. If they even find out that their brother, a Muslim brother, is performing that act, it's an haram. It's going to be, they might stone the person to death. It's not good in their
Yeah.
religion. And then I've also seen a pastor preaching on the pulpit saying, it is not good to go down on your wife. It is not good. Stop doing it. It's bad. It's a sin.
Hmm.
So I feel like when it comes to thank you, Southwest. Um, the Southwest Jeff. Hi, Variety TV and Mrs. Variety. Hi,
I
hello.
I got the
So
comments, baby. Just tell your story, babe. We're
yeah,
listening.
for
Mhm.
me, I feel like if you like eating salad and you know it's good for your body, go ahead.
Salad.
It is
Salad.
not a sin.
Mhm. It's true. True.
Like
You're right.
there is is this there is this preacher in the Bible that says something about what I'm saying now. He said, if you eat something and you feel like it's a sin, then it is sin for you.
Mhm.
But if you eat something and you feel like it's not sin, then it is not sin for you. That is it.
I don't feel like it's sin for me, so
For me, it is not sin for me, but cannot be performed with everybody. I cannot perform that act with someone I do not have a relationship as a husband and wife with, or a committed partner. It
well
has
said.
to be those two. If it is not in that context, I am not giving my consent. That is
Well
it.
said. Well said, baby. Well said.
If it's I will always tell anybody, if you're going for a one night stand, I don't see the use of you playing those kind of games there.
Mhm.
It's no use because you might get a lot of disease from this act.
Mhm.
Your partner has to be healthy
I
for that
seen a
kind of
guy
act.
I seen a guy go down one time, and his tongue turned blue like 2 days later.
Mhm.
I don't know what the hell he caught exactly, but his tongue turned blue, his lips all swelled up. I said, "Uh oh, she must have had crabs or something."
Okay, you look at the 90 days fiancé, the new one that is going up.
Mhm.
The right now I think they're in a retreat where they're trying to resolve their marriages that is bad. One of them, a husband went on holiday at, is it Samoa? He
Mhm.
went there because he's from there. He got there and then came back home with an infection that can be gotten from that act. And
Yeah.
then the wife is more educated, and then she was like, "You got this. This is a sexual disease. That is where you got this from." And
Mhm.
they went to do tests, and they found out that is how he got it.
Yeah.
And that now she says she doesn't want to talk about anything like resolving, that she wants to dissolve the marriage. She doesn't want to stay in the marriage anymore. So that's what I'm saying. That act is not something to perform just with anyone, because
Mhm.
sex is deep. Sex is more spiritual than we know. Let me explain something. There was one time I read a book and it said that for every man, for every woman a man sleeps with, he is spiritually connected to that woman.
Mhm.
Same thing for the woman. For every man she sleeps with, she's spiritually connected to that man.
Well, they do when it comes to sex and foreplay or whatever, any contact with somebody, they liken it to a family tree. Somebody goes out and has sex with somebody, and it's like, okay, how many people did that person have sex with? And the person
Mhm.
that they had sex with, how many people did they have sex with? And so on and so on and so on and so on.
Wow.
So it leads to thousands of people just by being with one person, technically. It
That is
does.
why it's not that is why in marriage it's not good to cheat on your partner, because
Hmm.
when you go outside to sleep with another man as a woman, you carry that spirit, the spirituality of that person, you bring it back home to your husband, and your husband takes that spirit also, and it corrupts the whole marriage, and the
Well, we
marriage
don't.
now becomes an issue.
Well, we don't cheat, so we're good in that realm. But for the
Yeah,
ones that do, let this be a lesson to you. You know. But we don't. Even though
but do
we're
you know that
far apart,
there is
we
one
don't.
place I think in law, in law, if you read civil law, you would see
Hmm.
this. They will teach you in college. Do you know
Yeah.
that if your partner cheats on you, whether the man or the woman, if she cheats on you, or if he cheats on you, you have the full right, legal right, to sue that side chick or the side guy.
Depending on what country you live in, yeah.
You can sue the side guy or the side chick, and
Hmm.
then charge for damages. When
Yeah.
I saw that thing, I said, "Really? You
Hmm.
charge for damages, but the marriage has to be legal. You cannot do a traditional wedding and then go to court for that reason. They will sweep your case under the
Yeah.
decks. But
Because that's not a. Yeah. That's not a
if your
wedding.
marriage is
Hmm.
legal, then you have every power to sue for damages and inconveniences of exercising your rights as a wife or as a husband.
In Nigeria, you can do that, or you can't do that in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, yes, you can do it here. That
Really.
is if you're married legally. But if you're not
Hmm.
married legally, they'll sweep your case under the desk. There's no way you can fight for that. And because over here,
Hmm.
some cultures believe in
Yeah.
polygamous family, polygamy and all,
Well,
but they don't
here,
believe in polyandry.
yeah. Well, here we have common law, and I've told you this before, but it depends what state you're in. But common law marriage is, even if you're not legally married, the state you live in considers you married, regardless.
How?
It's just the way it works. Just Google common law marriage and you'll see how it
Okay,
works. But even if you're
okay.
not legally married, in the eyes of that state you live in, you're legally married.
But it has to be to a certain, up to the years has to matter, right?
Yeah, you have to be together, I
Okay.
think, like 10 years, 6 years or 10 years, whatever it is. Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, okay. I don't know if they have that kind of law here. I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because
Hmm.
over here, it's a shame to actually get married to someone and then not get married, sorry, to go with another man as a woman. It's a shame to go with another man and then he doesn't marry you, doesn't come to see your family. It's a
Hmm.
shame for your family. Your whole family is going to be a laughing stock
Hmm.
to the whole community. That's how it is here.
Yeah.
They will see you like you sold yourself out on your own.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's how it is. So
Okay.
today's topic has been interesting.
It has been interesting. We were supposed to segue a little bit off at the on the Reddit topics, though.
Yeah, do you have any topic from there? You do?
Reddit. Well, you had a topic, didn't you? I have a couple saved, but I was trying to look them up, but I didn't want to seem rude by keep looking down at my phone.
Okay,
I had some saved. Let me go into my saved gallery here,
let me see. Okay.
and I'll find one that I want to speak on. I know you probably have one that you want to speak on.
Well, some of them are from people that are going through a lot when it comes to the whole um
I
oral sex thing in their relationship.
Well, I got the sexting in general. It says my male 33, girlfriend, female 25, slept with someone on a break. So the girl cheated on the guy when she was on her work break. That's one topic I could read. Or my girlfriend, 26 female, cheated on me, 27 male, with her ex-boyfriend.
Wow.
You know? Yeah. Uh,
Just go with the second one.
or you got this one, but this ain't about sex. My wife, 28 female, decides not to wear the ring. I, 28 male, got her. So, this, okay. So you want to read that? My girlfriend cheated on me with her ex-boyfriend?
Yeah, go with that one.
Okay. All right. Let me click on that. Okay. This the original post. I went back to my place the next day. I couldn't go back to an empty apartment on the first night. It looked so empty without her things there. She also took something that was mine while moving out. I'm pretty sure they had sex on my bed. The sheets
Hmm.
were a mess, and I hadn't slept in the bed the night, and I got drunk and confronted her. When I commented
Hmm.
about it to my friend, he said it didn't sound like something she'd do, but my other buddy said it's absolutely something he'd do. I stayed at my friend's place that night. I intended to get drunk again, but we just had a couple of beers and gamed a bit. I blocked her completely on all social media, including her number. Then it goes on. Yesterday I went to his place to get what she took. My friends offered to go for me. This article kind of doesn't make sense on the story, but I'm going to read it anyway. My friends offered to go for me, but I felt I had to do it. It sucked seeing them together. So I take it the girlfriend cheated on him with the
The
friend.
X. So is he
Yeah.
looking for a solution or what is he looking for?
But they're kind of friends. Well, let me finish the story and see where it's going here. It sucks seeing them together, especially since he looks smug, like he won. She apologized for how things went down, and I told her that means nothing. She gave me her set of keys, and I left. I cried in the car. I cried in the car while my buddy stayed back to talk to her. It's the first time I've cried over all this. My friends got me a new
Wow.
mattress, and I rearranged my apartment, as one person suggested in another post, to make it look somewhat new. I'm still not completely okay, but I'm doing a little bit better. Anyway, I appreciate all the comments and advice from everyone. Now, if I was to read the replies from the people, that would kind of make more sense. But, anyways, how old is this guy? He's sitting here crying. Well, let me go up here. 20, 27. He needs a good slap. 27 male ex-boyfriend.
Why do you think he
Man,
needs to slap?
he needs to show a max slap. I'm sorry. Okay.
Even
Um,
if because he's still young, you feel like because he's still young, he doesn't need to cry over that kind of a thing.
I think so. Yeah, 26 is still kind of young for that. 26. I was 26 when Cass was conceived. You know what I'm saying? So at that age, I really wouldn't have cried over things. You know, um, nor am I
But you
going to
don't.
comment how I would react now that I'm going to be 45 in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anybody wants to give me a birthday gift, my birthday's in 3 weeks. Just a heads up.
You know, even if because even if they are small, they are as in I said small, even if they are not yet that mature as a grown up, it doesn't mean it doesn't have the rights to
Yeah.
love,
Yeah.
to to be in love, or
Mhm. Yeah.
the other way around, being cheated on is
Yeah.
painful, especially if he has a plan. in that relationship of
Hmm.
marrying the girl or building future, all those things can make him cry.
Yeah.
And this other girl, how old is the girl? 28, right?
Yeah, let me go to Veronica's comment because now I went to the original post. They were together for 2 years.
2 years. Oh,
Yeah, they were together for 2 years. Um, so the original post goes like this. This will give us more context. My girlfriend and I have been together for 2 years. About 2 weeks ago, she saw her ex-boyfriend for the first time since their breakup 3 years ago. It brought out a bunch of old feelings. Last weekend, I caught her looking at old pictures of the two of them together, and she eventually confessed that she'll always love him but doesn't know what else she's feeling. On Wednesday, I went through her phone, yeah, I know, and I saw a recent text message saying they missed each other. He invited her to his place, but she said, I can't. We both know that's going where that's going to lead. I was hurt and angry. Last night I got pretty drunk and I effed things up pretty bad. I confronted her about her feelings and told her I saw her text messages. She was angry, said she had done nothing wrong and asked if I trust her. I said, absolutely not. If I'm going through her phone, she told me we'll talk more about this in the morning after I sober up, and she left. She didn't come back until this morning around 11. I asked her where she went last night, and she was just quiet. I asked if she slept with him, and she said nothing. She told me she was just there to get her things, and then she was leaving. I asked her why, and she finally admitted still being in love with him. She said she does love me, but I'm not him. No one
wow.
ever will be. She said she wished I would have talked to her about how I was feeling while I wasn't drunk. I told her I wish she would have been honest with us both 2 years ago because I would have just wouldn't have wasted 2 years of my life. I told her to grab her shit and get out. I left because I couldn't be there anymore and saw him standing outside when I left. I'm having a hard time with all of this, coming to terms that she was never in love with me, except that she'd rather be back with someone who made her miserable. I'm staying with a friend because I can't go back to that apartment right now. We share the same group of friends. I'm going to have to see her at some point with him. How do I ever get over this? Question mark. Then people commented, and he wrote the updated
The
post.
reply.
Yeah.
Well, to me, I feel like she sees him as a little boy because
Uh
she's
huh.
28, she's 2 years older. She sees him
Yeah.
as a little boy and she just feel like maybe this boy I'm with is not right for me.
Uh huh.
So I just have to do what I have to do. I think that's what she thought. That's why she's acting because she is asking her questions and she's not even answering. So that's
Yeah.
it. It should
Mhm.
just move on with his life and start all over again. But there's nothing wrong. As long as you have the
Yeah.
life, you will hang on your golden chain one day. So that's it.
That's it, baby. That's it. Now I know you got a story. Hit it.
And, and then this one says, if your husband slash boyfriend would have oral sex with all his past exes, but would never do it for you, even if you enjoyed it, would this cause problems in your relationship? This is asking a question.
I think that's one of the ones that I sent to you. I think I shared that one to you. I remembered seeing that one. Yeah.
Hmm.
I
Would that
remember seeing
cause
that one. Oh,
a
of course it
problem?
would. Absolutely, it would cause a problem. Yeah, she would do it with all them other people, but not with me. Like that. That seems crazy. Like, do I have a disease or something that I don't know about? Like, what's up? Talk to me. Hmm. Hmm.
Someone said women who eat a lot of fruit and drink water have the best sense and taste. Mm, this doesn't complement this question. This one says it would cause problems whether it did it in the past or not.
Mm-hmm.
For her, it will cause problem between both of them, whether he did it there or not. This one said, keep moving on, just keep moving on because there's nothing in that relationship you're waiting for.
Definitely not. There's no good. If listen, if there's no foreplay, I'm out, man. I'm sorry. I'm out. Hmm.
That's because some people enjoy foreplay more than sex.
It can be a lot better than the actual act of sex in a lot of cases.
like a lady.
especially if you're very good
Mhm.
at it.
Like a lady in that went for therapy one time because of that problem in her relationship. So she went there with her partner and she was telling the partner, I enjoy it more than sex because
Hmm.
sex is aggressive. Foreplay is not aggressive. Foreplay is romance. It's romantic. So she
Hmm.
was just explaining how she feels about it. But the man didn't get any
Hmm.
point. He didn't understand what she was saying. You
Hmm.
know, this is someone that maybe is the kind of a human being that doesn't enjoy those kinds of things, but
Yeah.
she does.
Yeah.
So,
Can I bring something up to this? We have to
yeah,
segue into this one because I can't forget the issue about a female climaxing. I need to bring this one up. Okay.
okay.
Well, don't act surprised. You know this one that I'm bringing up. Okay. Most females will fake, a orgasm. Okay. The
Hmm.
majority of females will fake orgasms because
Yeah.
it takes 20 to 30 minutes of stimulation for a female to have whatever you want to call it, climax, get
For
off,
her to for a
whatever
female to climax.
whatever you want to call it. Okay. A lot of guys think that they made a girl, female, woman, whatever you know climax, but they didn't. Okay. So a lot of females will fake the climax. Okay.
But why is it a problem if a man cannot make the woman climax? Is it a
For
problem?
for some it is. Well, how many Reddit things did I talked to you about that were on there
Mhm.
with the same thing? The one guy got upset that after all these years of being with his girlfriend or wife or whatever it was, that she told him that she was faking him. A lot of guys think they last a long time, but they really don't. Okay? The average guy will only
Okay.
last 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not in that category. I'm sorry. Okay? But that is the common. If you were to sit there and look at a clock, do you know how long 20 to 30 minutes actually
It's a
is?
very long time. It's a long
A
time.
very long time. Very long time. Okay? So that's what you need to do in order for the female to climax. And most guys can't live up to that time
Level.
level, or they can't live up to that satisfaction level. Not just the time level, but you got to touch a woman the right way. She can't just be touched. She has to be touched in a certain way to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So there's two components: the time and how you're doing it.
Wow.
So
It's true.
yes, most guys need to realize this, that they're the only ones getting off. The female's not.
It's
You know what
true.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to bring that up. For anybody that rewatches this, that's the truth. Most
But
females
notice
are
this thing you're
faking it.
talking about happens in marriage also. The
Of
husband
course.
will think that he has um, he has arrived and the wife is still on her way.
Mhm.
She's still on
Mhm.
her way and you don't know why she's still on her way. That is because some men feel like they see intimacy as a car.
Yeah.
Even with a car, you still have to warm that car up before you zoom up, right?
You got to put gas in it
Steam
first.
it.
You got to put gas in it to make sure it stays running.
No, I'm not even talking about you putting in the gas. Like
Turn the
this car
key.
is being parked in your garage, right? And then you want to go out with it, you have to steam it first before you go out. So some men don't know that they're supposed to stimulate their wives first before
Mm.
they dive into too deep, you know. Some
Mhm.
people just give this foreplay 2 minutes. 2 minutes is even long. 2 seconds, and the next thing is remove your clothes and that's it. So that is another problem. That is
Yeah.
why you see. And again, if the woman cannot have conversation with a husband, talking about how she feels, that is why I always say, as a couple, please talk about your sex life. Don't keep quiet. If you keep quiet, a lot of things will go wrong. You are romancing your husband wrongly. Your wife is
Mhm.
romancing you wrongly. And you are cheating outside to collect that satisfaction from your side chick. She
Mhm.
is not cheating. She is just home, waiting for your regular craziness into diving too deep. And then She's just there like a log of wood. She's not been satisfied. She has not even climaxed or talk less of satisfaction. She doesn't
Mhm.
have it. Do you know the day that lady would get that satisfaction from someone else? That's the day the marriage will be over.
Mhm.
That day the marriage is over. Because to be
Absolutely.
sincere, okay, even if a man cheats with his side chick outside, the same thing he gives to the wife at home is the same thing he gives to that the performance. I mean, it's the same way it's going to perform with that girl outside.
And vice versa. The same thing with a woman that goes out to the side guy.
Yes, yes. But let me tell you something. I watched a movie one time. The side guy taught the wife how to actually climax.
Okay.
So,
And
do you
then the
see the
marriage is
problem
definitely
now?
good.
Do you
Yeah.
see
Then the
where the
marriage.
problem is?
Yeah. Of
You see where
course.
the problem is now.
I see
And
it. Of
now
course.
she kept quiet and came back home
Mhm. Mhm.
without saying anything. That is because they've lost how to talk about things in their relationship. There is no communication.
Mhm.
Shyness to communicate about your sex life. Me, I would always ask. I will ask questions because you see, a thriving relationship depends on how you handle each other in the bedroom. Let nobody come here and be telling me about religious belief. I would
Do
I would
not
just
be.
tell you to calm down.
Tell him. Tell him. Don't be deceived. Don't deceive yourself.
Don't deceive yourself. Just calm down and listen good. If you love your husband, if you
Mm,
love your wife, a
thank you.
thriving relationship depends on your skill in the bedroom.
Well,
That is the truth.
I'm gonna stand as a figurehead for 1 second, Irene. I'm sorry, but
How? Mm-hmm.
I'm a 10 out of a 10 lover. Irene never has to question me or ask me anything.
Please. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about those people suffering
I
about
know. I'm just letting it be known. I'm a 10 out of a 10 lover,
you
and
have to learn, man. You have to learn from me, baby.
I ain't gotta learn nothing. You gotta learn from me, baby. What are you crazy? I'm a 10 out of a 10. You know that. Okay, nobody put it down like me. Hmm. So anyway,
Oh my
we want
goodness.
we want to speak to the masses about this stuff.
Yeah, it's
We didn't
important.
want to make this
It's
about
important.
us. So we wanted to speak to the masses about this. But I
Yeah.
just had to put that out there. That
Because when you keep quiet and you are this thing, let me tell you something. There was one movie I watched on Netflix, and the guy is
hmm
a medical doctor and she was a psychologist.
yeah.
So whenever they meet in the bedroom and it gets off quick and then it lays flat and like oh, and she would just sit on the bed and she'll be staring at him like she'll be talking to herself. Why doesn't you understand that I've not climaxed? I've not even gotten anywhere. I've not gotten there yet. Nothing.
hmm
Why
hmm
why doesn't he understand? And I was watching the movie, I was like, why are you not saying anything? Why are you keeping quiet? Talk to your husband for goodness sake.
hmm
Let him know what you're
Some
passing through.
for some it's hard though to talk. Believe it or not, even if you're married, it's hard for some to talk. It really is.
Why?
It's just the way it is. Not everybody could be like Sean and Irene and say, "Listen, I'm going to talk to you about this, and I'm going to talk to you about that." There's all walks of life out there. Some are more shy than others. Just the way it is. So, and it's sad because that's going to cause them problems. Serious
Mhm.
problems in some instances. But that's just the way it
Yes.
is. You know.
It will cause them problems, and then you start hearing, I'm done, I'm not happy, this marriage is boring. Everything is not good anymore. It's not
hmm
sweet. I can't
hmm
stay.
Well,
You can't stay here and
the
you're not
marriage,
talking about your issues.
but it shouldn't be based on sex. But you need to have a healthy sex life to have a sustainable relationship. That's just what it is.
Yes,
If you don't, you don't have a relationship. Sex isn't everything in a relationship, but it's a big part of it. You
it's
know.
a very big part. Yeah,
hmm
it is.
So, yep. What else you got, baby? What
Nothing.
else you got? Nothing. That's
It
it.
has
What
been
are
a
we at?
very
The
beautiful
49-minute mark.
stream,
Yeah, oh
an exciting
yeah.
stream.
Of course. Yeah. Always a pleasure to be up here with my partner. Always a
Always
pleasure.
a pleasure. Always, always, always a pleasure.
You're crazy.
We wanted to stay for just 30 minutes and we ended up staying for 49 minutes.
Yeah. Yep.
You have another one you want to read?
I don't know. I'm checking the roster here, just to make sure I didn't miss anything on my saved stuff. Let me go to my
Okay.
saved stuff. See if there was another one that I wanted to talk about while we were on here. Uh, where is all my saved stuff? Let me go to it. Saved. I have a lot on my saved list too. Let's see.
Which one are you talking about now? Just briefly, so that we'll soon meet up 60 seconds, 60
We
minutes,
will,
I mean.
baby. We'll be done by 1 hour. Don't worry. Um, my girlfriend 22 might be cheating on me. Male 26. Let's see. If I even have another one, I might not. I might not. And there's always other streams, you know. There's always other streams,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because this channel's gonna evolve, you know, at some point. Um, right now we just, you know, throw up the content that we get when we're together, you know, or what we can do, and the live streams we could do. But at some point, this channel is gonna go a different direction. So
Yeah.
there's a lifetime to talk about whatever we need to talk about. And that's just what it is, you know. So with that, I say I'm done. I got out everything I needed to get out. The moral of the story today is if you want a healthy relationship, have a healthy sex life and incorporate foreplay and oral sex into that equation, you know, because if you don't have a healthy sex life, you don't have much of a relationship, not a sustainable relationship.
Time out. Okay.
You don't have to announce that on the stream.
I didn't hear what you say. She's calling
You
me.
you didn't have to announce on the stream that Timeout's calling
Oh,
you.
okay,
She's
okay.
probably sitting here watching us, and she's calling you. Hmm.
So, as you were,
At 9:30 at night. Hmm.
as you were.
What was I saying? Yeah, if you don't have a healthy sex life, you don't have a sustainable, long-term, healthy relationship. That's in my eyes. You figure out what's good for you and your relationship. But in my eyes, if you don't have that, you don't have a healthy, sustainable, long-term relationship that's going to last.
Apart
That's my
from apart
conclusion.
from apart from that, I also think that as a couple, you should make sure you are healthy and your partner is healthy. Like always look up for each other in terms of your immune system, taking care of the immune system to boost your
Hmm.
confidence in the other room. It's
Yeah.
important to take care of your health, both sides.
Hmm.
To have
Yeah.
a healthy sex life and a healthy oral sex life in your relationship, make sure to take care of yourself and also make sure to check on your partner to keep him healthy and boost the immune system because it's very, very compulsory.
Especially
It's
when he's
compulsory to
11,
do that.
especially when he's 11 years older than you.
No, even when you guys are both young, at let's say the same age or more than 2 years older, you just need to take care of yourselves. Check on each other because you see, when it comes to viral infections, it doesn't check the age. As long as you started doing that thing, just make sure you are healthy because you don't want your partner to fall sick because of your unhealthy eye. Let's say you have to be cautious of your hygiene. That's
Hmm.
what I want to say.
I'm talking about because in 3 weeks I'll be 45 and you'll still be 34.
I get
Okay.
it. But you know, something I want to talk about, like some things, let me say men. Let me put it that way. Because not all men know how to take care of their bathrooms, their toilets.
Hmm.
Let me put it that way. That is a topic I have always wanted to talk about. People don't
Okay.
talk about those topics.
Well, for
See,
one, no, don't go there with me because you've watched
no,
me clean
you.
my
That's
bathroom.
what I was saying. I was like, See, let me put it well. Now.
Yeah,
There are some
clear it
kind
up,
of
clear.
places and
Hmm.
assumptions a lot of people have about white men. Let me put it that way. Some people believe that they are not clean. Oh,
Mm.
they smell stuff. People just assume things that they are not living the experience. They don't know those things. So they just assume what people tell them.
Or men in
But do you
general.
know that what?
Or men in general, not just white men. Men in
Yes.
general.
Let
That
me,
they're
yeah, plus
lazy.
men in
That they're
general.
that
Yes.
they're lazy. That they don't do things for themselves. But
No,
Irene, I've
not the
sat here.
lazy part. Not the
I,
lazy part. Women often, let me say, women all the time argue about the hygiene of men.
but you've watched me sit here and clean my bathroom, so you know I
That's
clean
okay.
my
Do you
bathroom.
remember one of my statements one day? I was
You
telling you, I said, do you know if somebody doesn't know you, would never know you? And if somebody doesn't know you and live with you and live your experience, would never understand you. You
hmm
smell good all the time. When you're talking about cleanliness, hygiene, I give you kudos, Sean. You are
Oh,
top
thank
notch
you.
in that aspect. You don't joke
Thank
with
you,
your
baby.
hygiene.
Thank you,
You
baby. You
don't.
too. You too.
I as a woman,
Hmm.
because of my hygiene and my self-awareness, I want a partner that has hygiene. So I will not say those things I want to see my partner, but you have always, always, always raised the bar for me. For my own hygiene. You have always raised the bar for me.
Raise
And
that bar.
there was one day I told myself, I said, I thought I was crazy about cleanliness, but it's like you are more crazier than I am. So some people call it OCD or something. I remember you
Yeah.
telling me, Mama, you have OCD. And I'm like, what
The
is OCD? What does that
obsessive
mean?
obsessive compulsive disorder. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have it too. You have
Hmm.
it the same way I have
Sure.
when it comes to
Sure.
hygiene. You don't joke with your
Absolutely.
hygiene.
Of course.
You taught me something I'm going to be relating to the boys later, and I know you two are going to relate it to the boys as they are growing up. That was that was a vital information that every man needs to know. And I love that part of you. Seriously. Now, a
Hmm.
lot of women always talk about their partner's hygiene at the back of their partner. They
Hmm.
don't talk to their partner about that. I don't know if
Yeah.
you get my point. They don't talk to their
I,
partner about their hygiene. They are shy to say it.
of
They
course.
are shy
Just
to
like
talk
there's
about it.
same with the other thing. Yeah, they're embarrassed to say certain things. Of course.
Yeah. But
Hmm.
a lot of times you see young girls like they'll sit down, they're like, oh, my boyfriend uses the toilet and doesn't flush. And it's embarrassing to come into the house and see that. They tell their friends that stuff, forgetting that your friend you're telling can belittle your man by that one statement.
Hmm.
Your friend might be like, oh, this guy is not clean. Why is he even looking like he's everything? For a woman like me that I love hygiene, you come and tell me that your husband is not clean or your boyfriend he uses the toilet without flushing. I'll just be like, what the hell?
Just like when we both got home from our Benin trip, right?
Hmm.
We both said to each other, "Did we smell like you thought we'd smell? Did we live up to the expectations you thought we'd live up to?" We
You
both
remember
said it to
something?
each other.
Exactly.
So,
You
you know,
remember. You remember.
of course.
Seriously, you just need to check on your partner's hygiene. Help
Hmm.
your partner out. Somebody you love, you should be able to be like, oh, use this, or let's see a dermatologist, or let's see a doctor for this. It's good. It's healthy for your own relationship's sake.
Like we at that point we knew each other for a good while, but not as long as we've known each other now. But
Yeah,
even at that
yeah.
point, we were able to communicate and say, "Did we live up to this part that you thought
Yes,
we would be?" And we have
it's
that in our
important.
relationship. Yeah,
For the rewatchers, just know it's important to check on your partner's hygiene.
yeah.
And also your partner too should check on your hygiene. It's important because you can't be having oral sex on a dirty place,
Hmm.
or you guys are not smelling fine and then you say you want to go do all that. It's not hygienic and you transfer diseases to each other without knowing. So it's
Yeah.
very important to do that. Boost your partner's immune system. Boost your own also. I just believe everything should be vice versa anyway. So
True. You
that's it for
scratch
me.
you scratch you scratch my back, I'll scratch your
I
back.
scratch your back. Simple. Yeah, you pray for me, I pray for you. But this guy, when he's praying for me, oh my God, he will now tell God, God, please. I know she's very, very stubborn. Please remove that stubbornness from
Hmm. Yeah. Well, I can't get into my prayers about you on the streams. I can
your
never do
prayer.
that. But
Your prayer sometimes is crazy. Like, you mean, just imagine you telling God that kind of a thing. And you telling God that if I should climb bike,
no, don't say that
oh,
one. Don't say that
mind
one.
yourself, oh, when you are praying, just pray straightforward and sweet prayers. Leave all the other part.
Listen,
Okay?
I know it's a cheaper means of transportation, but on my dime, when you're using my money, you're gonna
So
you're
that's
gonna
what.
you're gonna drive safely. You're gonna either be in an Uber or a tricycle. If you prefer the tricycle, fine. You don't because you don't want to wait for the Uber or Bolt,
But
whatever it is.
I thank God, God doesn't answer prayers like that.
But a bike,
That's just the thing.
we don't play with bikes. There's four walls around my baby when she's traveling at all times, and my boys. Okay.
Yeah, God doesn't answer prayers the way you pray. If not, by now, He would have dealt with me. Especially when you're talking, when you're praying to God about God, Irene is very stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
Please, just let her mouth shut. And in short, I don't know what to tell you. Just whatever.
Hmm.
Just don't pray like that. Okay, just pray for my YouTube channel to blow and for this channel to blow.
First, I pray for us to bridge the gap a little bit, and then for
Yeah.
the channels to blow. And well, first, good health for everybody, because without the health, we don't have anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Health and happiness is first, and then everything else can fall into place.
Exactly.
So we've been a little over an hour. We're overdue to go off because
Yeah,
I got
we're
to
good to
rest
go.
because I'm tired. Um,
Same here.
but we appreciate everybody joining us, all the rewatches, because we know on this topic, on this um, title, it's going to get a good amount of rewatches. But that's why I don't like doing the 2 hour streams because people ain't going to sit there and watch a 2 hour rerun of a live stream. If it's
Yeah,
30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes, they'll sit and they'll watch that whole thing. You get more engagement and people will hear your message better. But if you have a 2 hour live stream, they're not going to sit there and watch it in one shot. And the odds of them going back and watching it three, four, to get through, it's just not feasible. That's why I
exactly.
like to do the shorter ones nowadays. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you, Veronica. We're happy to see you too. And to
absolutely.
everybody that is still on the stream with us up to this time, thank you guys. And for those that have not subscribed, please subscribe. Subscribe. Please consider to subscribe to our channel.
And if you're
And
seeing my face for the very first
for the
time,
very
where have
first
you been all
time,
my life?
where
Where
have
have you
you been
been all my
on my
life?
life? Where have you been?
Where have
Huh?
you
Where have
been?
you been?
You're a crazy
Anyway,
one.
welcome to the family because we appreciate we love you here and
Hmm. Hmm.
love us back.
Love us back. And until next time, keep on keeping up with
Sean and I
Sean.
really.
Peace
Gracias,
out.
amigos, and
Later. Be safe.
night night.
Ciao, ciao. Ciao,
Ciao,
ciao.
ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Peace out.
Later.
Peace out later.
Everyone be safe out there. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.
Yeah.